It was an amazing night last night, man.
That was some game.
Oh, man, was that some baseball game filled with all sorts of tension and drama and shots of fans with their hands in like the steeple pose with their fingers crossed and then just stand. I think everyone was standing for the entire night.
Well, for a minute there, it didn't look like Scherzer was going to last longer than Garrett Cole.
I know. You know what? It just took that amount of time for Chris to turn the page back of the conversation that's already had been had here on the Rich Eisen Show.
Let's talk about Boston and New York, guys.
Sorry, sir. You had your shot yesterday. You were too busy being a good father.
To use your coaches,
we've moved on.
The Dodgers.
So, and I feel for St. Louis Cardinals fans. They watch their team just get red hot. The red-hot Redbirds in August and September, and they earned that shot in Dodger Stadium, and all the Dodger fans that were nervous about not winning the division, making sure that they had a little bit more runway and wiggle room than just one night in Chavez Ravine. All of those fears and concerns came home to roost and were totally realized by a Cardinals team that stayed right in this game, and it was a battle of the bullpens after 5 1/3 last night, and it was then a winner take all, loser goes home ninth inning essentially, and it reached the bottom of the ninth last night. And FYI, had this gone to extra innings, postseason baseball don't need no stinking ghost runners.
Yeah, no, it
would have been back to normal. It would have been back to normal, and Chris Taylor kept us all from seeing all that off of Alex Reyes, who came in for TJ McFarland, and Chris Taylor took that spinning slider in the zone, and that was one mistake.
As soon as he hit it,
how many times do you see mistake pitches not taken advantage of or fouled off? He was that hit that one on the screws, and as soon as it hit the bat, everybody knew it was over, and a huge sigh of relief for Dodgers fans. Just a monster en masse exhale for Dodger fans to see that ball leave the yard. And now it's Dodgers-Giants, and I could not believe what I heard. First time ever in postseason history that they faced one another? That's what I heard. And
because before, under the old rules, it would have just been the division winner.
Yeah. But they never faced each other in a division series or a championship series. Never once. I guess that would make sense because they were in the same division for such a long time.
Shout out to two guys on the Dodgers who had been really struggling. Chris Taylor was in a huge slump coming into the postseason, and Kenley Jansen, much maligned all year, had a fantastic top of the ninth.
So the New York Giants never faced the Brooklyn Dodgers? That never happened at any time, huh? It's kind of crazy, but here you go, bro. It's a 100. So it went from a 100 win team was in a winner take all single game elimination game to a 100 win team is going to go home and not make the championship round in and play for the National League pennant. One's going to go home.
Milwaukee and Atlanta just sit back like, hey, go ahead, beat each other up.
And here we go. And I'll just say this, that had the Cardinals won that game last night, there would be a big hue and cry as to whether a 100-win team deserves to be in a one-game elimination game. That's just the way the ball bounces, man. I took the time to do this because I'm a lead pipe wielding professional. Plus, I get stuck on minutia sometimes. A 100-win baseball team playing in a single elimination, one night only wild card game is similar to an 11 or 12 win NFL team playing in a single elimination wild card weekend game. And I'll tell you what, Dodgers fans, at least you are home. All those teams are on the road.
Right.
And an 11-win, 12-win football team, you've had an outstanding season. A 12-win football season in the old days when they were just playing 16 regular season games, that's a 75% winning clip.
Which is unheard of in baseball.
Right? So you've won 75% of your games, and you are in a single elimination playoff game on the road. And I looked it up. There were 4 teams like that last year. 4. in the NFL last year. The Colts, Bucks, Ravens, and Browns all finished 11-5, and all of them had to go on the road in the playoffs, and the only one who lost was the Colts, the Bills. Everyone else won.
Wow.
In 2019, Seattle was 11-5. They went to Philadelphia. They won. In 2018, the Chargers had a 12-win record, and they went to Baltimore and won. Remember that was the one where Lamar came in and beat them in the soccer stadium, and then they turned around and they went to Baltimore, and we were all wondering, can Lamar win the big one already?
And
that's how it started.
That defense just shut him down.
2017, Carolina had an 11-win season, went to New Orleans and lost. The Raiders had finished 12-4 in 2016. That was the year Derek Carr was an MVP candidate and then broke his leg, and then that was all she wrote for them. And then another 12-win team in 2013, the San Francisco 49ers, 12-4. They went to Green Bay and won that one. That was when Kaepernick was lighting it up. They made it to the NFC Championship game. So at least the Dodgers had that game home last night, and I kind of love it. And I know so many people around it. It's so unfair that we won all those games and it was in a one-game elimination contest. But that was so intense last night. Hey, you watched all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Watch more right here.